And I'll start the playlist on my end now if you want to listen with me. And we'll begin tonight on our back. So making your way into a supine position, separating your feet about mat width distance, let your knees knock in together. And then take your palms and just place them on your belly. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling, or you can close your eyes. And really try to consciously relax every muscle in your body. Begin to observe your breath. Just start to feel the rise and fall of your belly. Taking some slower, deeper inhales and exhales. Let's take one cleansing breath together to start our practice. So exhale out any stale air. Deep inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale out your mouth, make a ha sound. And then bring your hands to your side. If your eyes are closed, flutter them open and separate your feet just a little bit wider. We'll start to windshield wiper our legs back and forth. So dropping both legs off to the left. And then carefully bringing your knees through center and then over to the right. Just keeping your gaze up, chin away from chest. Bringing little movements into your body. Should feel nice on the low back. Using this time to really connect to your breath. And then find some stillness. Heel toe your knees, your feet closer together. Bring your knees towards your chest. Reach for your shins or the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings. Start to rock from side to side. Using your arms to pull your legs closer to your chest. And then place both palms on your knees and start to draw little circles. Massaging your low back, switching direction. This can be as big or as small. Finding some stillness, hug your knees towards your chest, give them a squeeze, and then lower the soles of your feet to the floor, toes pointing forward. Bringing your heels towards your glutes, trying to bring your ankles directly underneath your knees. Palms flat into the floor, weight into the heel. We're gonna lift our hips up towards the ceiling, so exhale. Heels press down, hips reach up for a bridge pose. Think lifting those hip bones straight up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, slowly lower it down one vertebrae at a time. Gentle arch in the back. Once again, inhale, press the heels down, lift the hips up. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly release back to the mat. One more time, just like this. Take an inhale, press the shoulder blades down, press the heels into the floor, reach up, and then slowly lower it down. We'll do that same movement with the legs. Option to add in the arms. So as the hips reach up, reach the arms back behind you, the backs of the hands touch the floor as the hips reach their highest peak. And then exhale, lower it all back down. Palms to the floor, hips to the floor. Inhale, lift up, arms reach back. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the palms. Last time, inhale, reach up, arms back, gaze up. And exhale, lower the hips, Lower the hands. Release knees to chest one more time. Give them a rock. Give them a squeeze. Hands come behind the legs. Rock and roll forwards and backwards a couple times. Making your way into tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and your knees. Fingers separate wide. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hip bones. Look down between your thumbs. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest. Look back between your legs. Inhale, lower the belly button down, lift the heart forward. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, puff up your shoulder blades. Last one, big arch, lift the heart. And exhale, round your spine. Coming to a flat, neutral back, gaze stays down for a balancing tabletop. We're gonna extend our left leg back behind us, straighten the leg. Inhale, lift your heel up so it's in line with your glutes. One strong straight line. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Keeping your gaze towards the floor, really reaching back through the heel, reach the fingertips forward. On the inhale, extend. Exhale, bend your knee, bend your elbow, bring them underneath. Maybe they touch. Inhale, reach out long. And we're gonna exhale, lower the fingertips, lower the toes just to tap them down to the mat. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, bring them underneath. Inhale, stretch both long. Exhale, tap the fingers, tap the left toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, nice and controlled. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap them down. Inhale, reach up, hold here for a breath. Exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes to the mat. Take an inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round it out. Flat, straight spine, other side. So straighten your right leg. Inhale, lift that heel up, really straighten the foot, flex the foot, straighten the leg. Inhale, reaches your left arm forward, gazing down. Inhale, think lengthen through the fingertips, through the heel. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, bring them to touch underneath. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tap the fingers, tap the toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap the floor. Inhale, reach up. Last time, bend the knee, bend the elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, tap the toes, tap the fingertips. Inhale, extend, one breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand, lower the right knee. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back. Coming down to a neutral spine. Once again, separating your fingers wide, tucking your toes under. We're gonna press into our palms, straightening out the legs, downward facing dog. Keeping your knees bent as much as you need to keep a straight spine. Maybe bending opposite knees, walking out your dog. Looking back between your big toes. Lifting the hips high. Reaching those heels towards the floor. Checking in on your breath. Take an inhale, look between your hands and slowly start to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Separating your feet hip width distance, toes pointed forward. Once again, bending your knees so your chest can rest on your thighs. Reaching for opposite elbows, ragdoll. Upper body really heavy here. Letting your muscles in the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the upper back relax. You can rock your body side to side. Shake your head yes. And shake your head no. And if you're moving, find some stillness. Release your grip. Fingers towards the floor, generous bend in the knee. Use your core strength to lift you up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to lift. Stacking shoulders over hips, palms face forward, mountain pose. So activating this pose by engaging your quads, engage your glutes. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Puff up your chest. Maybe close your eyes for a breath. Next, inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, big swan dive forward, bend your knees, reach for the floor. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gaze down. Exhale, forward fold, place your hands down. Step your feet back to a high plank push-up position. Lowering down onto the knees, bend the elbows, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift up for baby cobra. So fingertips up by the shoulders, pressing the feet, the legs into the mat. Exhale, hands down, tuck your toes under, press up through tabletop. Downward facing dog, hips reach up and back. Pedaling out your feet left and right. Always an option to take child's pose. Walk your left foot to the center of your space. Inhale your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, step it between your hands at the top of your mat. Nice wide, low lunge here. So right ankle directly under the right knee, looking down towards the top of your mat. Strengthening, firing up the legs. Pressing down into that right heel. Inhale, lift your upper body for high lunge. So hands can come to the hips or they can extend overhead. Trying to straighten that back leg, high on the back toes. Sinking low into the lunge. Breathing here. Take an inhale, reach up through the fingertips, and exhale, spin your left foot flat. Warrior two, so arms come out into a T. Hips are open to the side of your mat, big bend into that right knee. Maybe looking over your right fingertips. Shoulders away from ears, sink low. Flip your palms up, peaceful warrior. So left arm comes down your back, left leg. Right arm reaches up and back, chest stays open, gazing up. Next, exhale, windmill your hands down, coming back into that low lunge. So hands on opposite sides of your right foot, hips sink low, and press back to downward facing dog or child's pose, taking a couple deep breaths. We'll do that on the other side. So walk your right toes to the center of your mat. Take an inhale, reach your left heel high. Exhale, bend your knees, step it to the top of your space. Low lunge, so let your hips sink low, high on the back toes. Trying not to collapse into the hands, but using the strength of the legs. Really ground down into your left heel. Use your strength to lift your upper body up into a high lunge. Once again, arms can be up by the biceps. Pressing into the hips, wherever you need to go tonight. Sinking low and breathing. Take an inhale, reach up through the chest. Exhale, spins your right foot flat. Back right foot at a 45-degree angle, sinking low into the warrior two lunge. Arms out, parallel with the floor, fingers wide. Squaring your hips to the side of your space, sink low. Palms flip up, reach your right arm back, left arm behind you, peaceful warrior. Windmill your hands down to the mats. Step your left foot back into a high plank. Press back to downward facing dog. And then we'll lower down into a child's pose. So knees wide, hips back, reach your fingers forward. Forehead reaches towards the floor. Chest is heavy. Option to rock your head side to side. Take an inhale, look forward. Shift your weight into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, straightening out your legs, downward facing dog. Hips reach up and back. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, flat back, look down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, weight into the heels, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. For tree pose, we're gonna shift our weight into our right leg. We're gonna bend our left knee out to the side. Hands can come to the heart or the hips or your side, keeping your foot either by your calf muscle or your inner thigh. Being careful to avoid your knee joint. Think chest lifted, shoulders down. Breathing here. Wherever you are, carefully release your left foot to the mat, shake out your hips. Switching sides, so weight comes into the left leg, engage your quad. Heel presses into the mat, lifting your right leg to your calf, maybe your inner thigh. Option to reach your hands to your heart, or you can extend them overhead. Wherever you are, standing tall. Once again, connecting to your breathing. And carefully releasing, shaking out your hips. And then coming back to the top of your mat, take an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, lead with your chest, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gaze down. Exhale, fold, hands down, feet step back to downward facing dog. Carefully lowering down onto your knees. And then making your way onto your seat, extending your legs forward for staff pose. So we're gonna sit really tall, flex the feet, straightening the legs as straight as you can. Inhale, reach the arms up. Shoulders relaxed, fingertips activated. Imagine yourself growing taller through the crown of the head. As you start to feel more grounded through your sit bones, straight, strong spine. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, Reaching for your toes, your legs, your ankles for a forward fold. Once again, softening through the upper body. Relaxing your face. Every exhale, trying to let go, sink a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And carefully releasing, lifting yourself back up, scooching your glutes to the center of your space. Bend your knees, feet flat to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms forward. And on your exhale, slowly lower onto your back. Resisting with your body weight, activating the core. And when the shoulder blades hit the mat, bend the knees towards the chest once again. Give them a squeeze, a shake from side to side. Hands once again come on the knees and draw those little hip knee circles once again. Going in the other direction. Finding some stillness. Place both feet down, keeping the left leg on the floor. Cross your right leg over your left, making a figure 4 stretch. So right knee's out wide, right ankle is on top of the left leg. Lifting the legs towards the chest for a reclined pigeon stretch. So you can interlace your hands behind the left leg or on top of the left shin. Start to open your right hip. Gaze can be on the ceiling or you can close your eyes. Deepening your breath. To intensify, you can pull your legs closer towards your chest, using your right elbow to prop open your right leg. And carefully bring the left foot back to the mat, uncross your legs, switching sides. Right foot presses into the floor, left leg reaches up and over, making that figure 4 shape with the legs. You can stay right here. Or for pigeon, lift your right leg up, reaching behind the right leg or on top of the right shin. Concentrating on your breathing. Trying to press your entire spine flat into the floor. Next exhale, slowly start to release. Uncrossing your legs. Bend your knees, coming into a tabletop position, knees over the hips, and then drop both legs over to the left for a twist. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling or over to the right, extending the arms into a T, or you can goal post your arms to open up the chest. Next inhale, start to unwind, bring both legs back through center, and then lower the knees over to the right, twisting in the other direction, looking off towards your left hand or straight up towards the ceiling. Every exhale, think about twisting a little bit deeper, rinsing out your body. And then bringing your legs back through center. Knees towards the chest, reach your arms around your legs. One last time. Taking a gentle rock side to side if you need it. And when you're ready, opening up into Shavasana, our final pose. So knees and feet separate as wide as your mat or wider. Palms facing up, away from your sides. Rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Getting out any little movements you need before you find stillness in the body and stillness in the mind for these last couple minutes. Let's start to reawaken our bodies, taking deeper, fuller breaths. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gentle rock from side to side with the head. Begin to roll your ankles and roll your wrists. Bring your feet together, point your toes forward. Inhale, reach your arms back behind you. Stretching tall. Bend your knees towards your chest, rolling over to your right or your left side. Making a pillow with your arm. And when you're ready, press your way up to a seat. Keeping your eyes closed. Stacking shoulders over hips, resting the palms on the knees. Feeling grounded. Bring your hands to your heart center. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Bow your head forward slightly. We'll end our practice together with a cleansing breath. So exhale out any air. Deep, full inhale. Exhale, let it go. Taking a moment of gratitude for yourself and for your body for letting you practice tonight. Bowing forward, namaste.